Hey guys, I'm not feeling the best today, so I'm just going to give you guys a recording that I did a couple of days ago that I did talking about packing for a, complex medical needs reborn child. Like Johan, our son, Johan is a very complex medical needs child, and, so I did a recording about that. I ate tacos last night and I've not been feeling good since I ate them. I've been feeling miserable. My stomach feels like bleh. So, you'll get a better vlog tomorrow, and sorry guys, I just don't really feel very good tonight, so. Anyway, here you go. Good morning everybody, Rocky here from our Special Awesome Family. And this is Johan, our son with complex medical needs. He has 22Q and also vasculitis. We just found that out, which you'll find out later on today in the vlog. But, a lot of people have done special needs packing for vacation and moving. So we're going to do the same. Right, yo? Yup. Because I am more complex, we have a lot to pack. So let's do it. So Johan now has a portable ventilator that is really tiny. So this is the tubing that we need for all that. Excuse me. It also has oxygen built in and suction built in, so we do not have to take that right here. That's his old suction machine, and that's his old oxygen tank that we still have. Just in case we need backups, and we don't often need them, but we do. So, we have two pumps that we use for him for feeding. We have the light Moog pump that we keep at home, and then we have the Kangaroo Joey that we travel with, which we love. So because we can pack that pump, I'm going to show you. This is his pump. And we just pack it in his pump bag with his extensions and some tubing. He also gets blends, so we need to pack a pack of giving sets and tubing for that. And we have syringes here. We have water. It's sterile water, which goes on planes. You can take them on planes. And this is a Similac sterile water that he gets when we're doing any kind of cleaning or changing or flushing. Or if he just needs some water, we give him this. Well, this is one bottle with 100 mils in it, and then we have a 10 mil and a 5 mil. 100 mils is like basically used for just giving him some water. 5 and 10 are used for flushes or mixes. We also have another 100 mil for mixes to mix his formulas in. And this is his formula. This is half Cape Farms because he can use it, but he needs something with it. And this is the other half is Nutrin Junior, which he likes, and it works well. Then we need gauze, 2x2s for that. I always have to have bandages for his dressing, for his tube. And then we have more syringes just in case we need it for medications or whatever. A couple more 5 mil syringes, 10 mils. We have like about 25 and 10 mil syringes because with Johan, if you fly with him, you never know because he's a conundrum, like I told you before. This is the paper tape, which I like better.
YouTube, now, Holiness Fellowship.
Shut up. Oh.
Speech off.
So this is the paper tape. I like it better because it just pops right off like that. And then you could change his tube. His emergency Mickey kit, which we take everywhere. No matter where he is, he has this with him. When he goes to his school, he has this with him. Which will be going to a special needs environment when we move to Tennessee again. So. And we have some more gauze and tape. Then we have silk tape, which I don't use much because it's really painful for him and he does not like it. We also have some bottles that we mix the formula in that he needs. We also have his pouch for all his medication he has to have, which he gets through his Medport that he has on his YouTube. Whoa. That scared me half to death. Sorry, Johan. And these are the diapers he needs because, unfortunately, because he's paraplegic, he can't tell you when he needs to go. He just goes, and that's not his fault. This is his charger for his pump, and another charger for the new ventilator. We have like 3 chargers for that ventilator just in case one fails. We have 2 others. We have a backup teeny weeny little oxygen tank in case this one fails, which we don't use, but we have it because just in case he needs a oxygen fill, then we have it. This thing is tiny, but it actually is really nice for him. He likes it. Extra cameos and nasal pieces. Extra mouthpiece for when he wants to use the mouthpiece, which sometimes it makes him more tired, so we use this because it's a lot easier on him to breathe. That's his new Voxen ventilator. It's a smaller ventilator, which is a lot easier for us to carry. He also has a Trilogy, which we don't take anymore because it's just cumbersome for him, and he doesn't like it because you have to add oxygen to it, which this one you do not have to do. And there's the tubing for the Trilogy, which he uses at home. At times, mostly we've been using this one because it's a lot easier. He has 2 of them. He has a Voxen for home use, and we have the travel Voxen that we take when we travel. And it goes on the back of his wheelchair nicely if it's snugly on the back of his wheelchair, which is really beautiful. Because we have the ventilator shelf, like the ventilator bag on the back of his chair that goes on in there. And his pump bag for his G2. Now, we were for a while doing continuous feeds, but now that he is eating quite a bit on his own, we only do cyclic feeds, which is like nighttime feeds. Or if we give him a blend, sometimes we'll do a blend to give him extra protein because he doesn't get enough protein. So this is his tubing for blend. You see it's a little thicker than the other tubing is. And he had a peg, but praise the Lord, they changed him over to a Mickey because the peg was a pain in the butt. And if it came out, you had to go back and have surgery done. And we're not doing that, are we? Yo. No, we're not. And that's my extra wheelchair charger. And this is my mouthpiece. Extra mouthpiece I got. So we're packing this now so we don't have to worry about it later because we think about it like, oh no, we forgot something. So, I'm not sure when you will see this actually, but you will see it soon. Okay. So we have more gauze. Can never have enough gauze. Real food blend pouches, which we'll put in there when the time comes because we have to keep those cold. And the beautiful thing about Johan's bag here is a skip hop bag, and it has a insulated spot which we can put all his formulas and his meds that he needs to keep him happy. No, I'm joking. Actually, just to keep him going good and all that. Here's more diapers. There's a swim diaper. Here's 2 B pads. Which are, oh, these are cute. These are Superman, babe. Superman. Yeah. Superman 2 B pads, baby. These are customized for him. A friend of ours that loves Johan and knows the story gave them to us for him. For travel, right? Yeah. And luckily he doesn't hardly have any leaks. We're so lucky with that. Daniel used to have leaks all the time, which praise the Lord, Daniel doesn't need a G-tube anymore. We're so glad of that. We hope one day that Johan might not need it, but he does right now. So, gloves, gotta have gloves if you're gonna change diapers or G-tube things, or give, medication, because it has to be sterile. Now, this right here is his diaper cream in case he gets a rash, which he does all the time. It's an antibiotic cream that really helps keep him clean. So we use that every time we change him. Because he's the king of diaper rash, right? No, I'm not anymore. No, you're not. You're right. These are bed pads. We put these down to keep the bed clean. Because you never know. Accidents can happen, and they do. So there's extra chucks. I have about 2 boxes full of chucks I already sent down. And now this other bag full of chucks that I put in here. Let's see. Well, there's more watermelons. There's more There's another 100 ml bottle of water that we use for mixing. Or if he just needs a drink and we, and he's tired and he's resting, we just push water through his tube. More extra Mickey supplies. You always need that. Always pack extra, because you never know. I say this because one time I didn't do that, and we were in England last year. We ran out of one of his things that he had to have, and getting something shipped over to us in England was a pain in the buttocks. Excuse me, so I pack extra everything. And I also have his medical card showing what all his conditions are, and TSA looks at that if they need to, which they haven't really said much to us except for, what's the ventilator for? Duh! He needs it. Ding dong. Extra backup batteries for the ventilator. Extra small bottles of oxygen if we need it, which we sometimes do. Extra tubing. Well, that's for his peg. We don't need that anymore. Throw that out. That was for when he had his peg too. Praise God, he doesn't have a peg anymore. I'm so glad. He has a Mickey. It's so much easier to work with. And these are just things to clean his stomas and stuff like that. To clean his stoma. When he had 2 stomas, he had a trach, and then we had the G-tube. We had to clean 2 stoma sites, but because he only has 1 stoma now, praise the Lord, we don't have to clean this one. And you use this lubricant we use to put his tube back in. I can't even talk today. And this is what we use for that. I have 2 huge things of that. Thank God this backpack is huge. More chucks that I pack in here just in case I need them. And swabs and things that we need. I also pack a regular bottle of water for him because he gets so thirsty all the time. He's always thirsty. So we pack extra huge, big, bottles of water for him that he needs during the flight because he gets being on a ventilator, he gets thirsty constantly. So we also have this adaptive cup. We have an extra one of those. This one is beautiful. We love using this one because it's a very nice cup. It is his 360 Munchkin cup. We love it. It's the big one. Because now that he's bigger, he needs a bigger cup. And then we put ice and water in there. He does just fine. Right, yo? Yep, because I can't spell it. Another wheelchair charger, just in case. Some more tubing for his ventilator and hoses for his ventilator. I'm going to pack the new mask we got for him for his ventilator just in case he wants to use that, which sometimes he does. We have 2 of them, so I got 1 here at home and in his bag. Actually, no, we have 3. 2 in his bag, 1 here at home, and the one we're already using, so we have 4 of them, really. Extra thing of water for his humidifier that he needs. This humidifier bottle goes on the side of his vent, and it gives him humidified air, which he actually needs. So we just fill that with water, with the sterile water that we use. And it's another bottle that we use for his vent. His solution for his nebulizers, we have plenty of them, so I just put a few in here. Actually, a lot in here. He can nebulize right in the middle of a flight because his ventilator has basically an ICU vent and a portable little ventilator, so it's nice. We have the nebulizer, we have the hospital grade suction machine on there, we have oxygen, and we have the vent. So it's really nice to have all the things you need in one small ventilator. Love it. Love it. So this is what his ventilator looks like. I'll tell you because you can't see it. It's small, little bitty guy, little small guy. On the side we have oxygen ports and ventilation cord ports and for his tube. And then we have a side over here for a trach if you need it, which he has had a trach and he may need one again. We're praying to God he doesn't need one, but he can He probably will need it over time because of his lung disease. And then there's also a spot for his any type of medicine that he needs to have. We have that in here. This is hypertonic saline he gets when he is sick or when he's mucusy, which he is a lot of the time. So he gets it quite often. Pulmozyme also for his Pulmicort, sorry, for his mucus as well. And we also have the cough assist, which also works on his moxin. I forgot, it has a cough assist on it too. So we don't even have to bring this over here either. We do have to bring, however, his vest. This helps get all the mucus check up in there. Helps him clear his lungs and clears airways. I may do a video on the vest one of these days. Like I did one time, maybe try talking about it. But I may do that one of these days. That's just extra charger for that. And this is the Hillrom vest. And then he also has a portable vest we've got that he can actually walk around using. It has a battery on it. And I forgot the name of it. Aquaflow or something Flow. I'll have to look it up. Flow something. Cool Flow or something. Yeah, Cool Flow, I think it is. And he can walk around with it. And he loves it because he can walk around, or in his case, ride around in his chair and do whatever he wants to do while using his therapies. Right, bud? Yup. Hello? Hello?
Pause button.
Okay, these are saline bullets. We don't use them often, but we do sometimes use it for his nebulizer medication to kind of dilute some of that a little bit. Or we sometimes use, this is normal saline as well. We use for flushes at times as well. Or to push medication through. So. More syringes, more, good lord. This bag is full of syringes from when we went last time. Right, Johan? And then his medication divider, his pill divider, which we use all the time. I've already filled it for the vacation, so I'll put it there. This is all his medications he needs. Depakote, Tegretol, Abbreviact, Conator, and Epidiolex. That's for seizures. Plus he gets Pulmicort in his nebulizer, and he also gets up here on there. And he also gets rescue medications for seizures when he needs it, which is Clobazam. And if he needs a heavier rescue med, he gets Midazolam. So that's what we'll be doing with that. Okay, so these are just instructions about how to handle it. What to do if he's having a seizure. Shut your mouth, the reminder.
This is a reminder.
Shut up. Anyway, what to do if he has a seizure. What to do if he has an attack with his lungs. Which of course we're gonna be with him unless Lonnie's with him. But I put that in there because Lonnie needs it for when he's with him or any kind of support staff. Okay. And for Lonnie's benefit, this is just extra medications in case he needs that. And instruction for his pump, the manual for that, which Lonnie knows how to operate his pump, but just in case. How much he gets every hour when he's on it. He gets 90 ml per hour. I'm not sure what the actual day is total. I forgot. Let me look a second. Hold on. I think it's a little over 1,000 ml per day. If he's on a feed. If he's getting blended diet, it's it adds up to as much as he needs of calories. If he's eating, which he does eat. Now he has to have gluten free now. We did just find out he cannot have gluten. This is why he's been having a lot of GI problems. Which could solve a lot of issues we've been having with him. This is his gluten free chips he likes and his gluten free crackers, rice crackers. He loves those. And these are more of his medications he needs. They probably shouldn't go in there, but I put them in there just in case. Dramamine, because sometimes he does get sick when we fly. It doesn't happen often, but again, doesn't hurt to have it. Excuse me. Some more saline bottles. That's just his carry-on that we take. This right here is a suitcase. And we put all his medical suitcase. We put all his medicals in here. We have all his tubing for his oxygen and his ventilator. Stuff for his nebulizer. And extra humidifier bottle in there. Extra gauze and dressings. And extra formula pouches, which is real food. And we have the I was wrong when I said what formula it was. It is Cape Farms, but we also give him Neocate, not Nutrient Junior. I forgot it was Neocate. Not Nutrient Junior. We couldn't give him Nutrient Junior. It made him sick. So we give him Neocate. This is also his calcium and phosphorus medication he gets through tube. Because unfortunately, this formula can cause some issues with that. Johan gets calcium and phosphorus every time we feed him. And we just switch it out different. Calcium, phosphorus, you know, it's the way he is. That's what he needs. He only gets a very little bit of that because he does get enough replacement for that with his Cape Farms. He gets more Cape Farms than he gets Neocate, so the Neocate just helps with protein that he needs. We also pack Beta protein for him because he needs that all the time when we give his feed. That's where his extra bottles go for oxygen if we need it, which we don't often need it, but we just have it. His ambu bag in case we have a breathing problem, which we have had once before on the trip, so we always pack extra one of those. We have 4 of them. I have 2 in there, 2 at home. So we have that. The regulator for that. The oxygen bottle for that. Good Lord, more gauze and strips and stuff. She was. His stuff to go on his tube when he's icky, when it's sore. He puts it on his tongue site, and it helps his soreness. Which, like again, I say, praise the Lord, it doesn't happen often. We're lucky that it doesn't. Luckily, it's a G tube, not a J tube. We have one child who had a J tube, and they're great, but they leak a lot. So the G's can leak. Daniel's did sometimes. Extra alcohol pads and wipes, diapers and wipes. Oh, jeez. More diapers and a swim diaper. Covering to protect his tube when he's swimming. And his pump backpack he wears when he's out. And his other wheelchair bag, just in case we get tired of that one, we can change to this one. You have to always pack for the just in cases. Just in case of this. If he has a breathing problem, you need this. Oh, if he has a seizure, we need this. You know, whatever it is. We need to make sure we have the most we can get in there. And we have, he loves juice, so we always pack juice for him to have. In his cuppy, and here's his other cuppy we like to bring out with him. It says blue one he loves, and his nosy cuppy, we bring that too. With a weighted straw, his weighted blanket, because Johan really needs the weight on him. It makes him feel good, and it makes him feel happy. And also a weighted blanket for the plane, because if he gets tired and needs to rest, and we have a weighted blanket for the plane too, which will go in his carry-all bag. My bullet journal that has all his medicals in it goes in his his carry-on medicals, his book with all his medicals in it that have, like, the medicines he takes all the time, what times I give it. Because I always write down what times I give my children their medications. Bullet journal has that too. Some Advil in case of headaches, because sometimes he does get migraines really bad. So we have the Advil for that. That or Tylenol in case of fevers, which sometimes he gets. If he gets too tired and get enough sleep, starts having seizures and gets a fever. So hopefully we won't have that problem. We have had that before when we flew to England. So this is a smaller flight, but I pack a lot for Johan's needs. His headphones, his noise canceling headphones, and his regular headphones for his iPad. His extra iPad, his extra charger, his if he can't breathe well, he uses this communication app on his iPad to help us know what he needs. If he needs suction, which usually he'll just switch it over to suction. He knows how to suction his own self. Another bullet journal just in case that has his medical journey and what surgeries he's had. His heart med. We have a extra heart med that we can put in there for him. This just keeps his heart at rhythm, which is nice. Some more paper tape. Another bunch of leads for his oxygen, for his ventilators. And some more chunks in this suitcase as well. He has 2 suitcases we have to take with us. We have his medical suitcase, and we have his regular suitcase with all his clothes and things. And I also put an amber bag in there too, which we probably won't need it, but it was a brand new one, so I just threw it in there. We really don't need it though. Oh my gosh. His Atrovent he gets, and his flow vent he needs. Excuse me. And his heated blanket, because sometimes he gets, because he can't regulate his temperature that easily sometimes, so we have the heated blanket in case we need it for dysautonomia. Which he doesn't get all the time, but because we pack, like warm clothes, like heated, warm clothes for him that he needs. He has had dysautonomia, but we don't, thank God he doesn't get it often. I praise the Lord every day he doesn't get it often. Because our son Hudson does get it sometimes. And it's really frustrating to have to, for him it's frustrating because we have to put a hair dryer on him, or we have to put a very thick heated blanket on him or whatever to keep him warm, to get him back into where he needs to be. So Johan has had it, but not as often as Hudson has. Our son Hudson is a quadriplegic and he can't move at all, so he gets it sometimes. Spare catheters in case we have to cath him, which we have had to do on occasion because he gets dysreflexia sometimes. We also have to pack that for Hudson as well. I'll also show you what we pack for Hudson in the same video, so you see what we pack for Hudson. So now we're doing Hudson's. We got Johan's stuff already packed. Thank you, Johan, for your help. No problem. And as far as clothes, I always pack a hoodie. I always wear a hoodie because I get cold so easily. So this is my hoodie I like. This is a hoodie that says Man City on it. I love this hoodie. So I have like 3 or 4 of these. And then I have my fleece blanket and my heated blanket that we use when I get too cold. So here's Hudson's things. Hudson also has a G2, but he also gets night feeds because he can eat during the day, but he just needs this extra protein. And mostly for his medication because he has a lot of meds. So his G-tube stuff, which you heard about that we have for Johan, same exact thing for Hudson. We also sometimes give him warm liquid through his tube to help him warm up from the inside out, which we had to do yesterday because he got sick and had a dysautonomia attack because he can't, like I said, he can't regulate his temperature. he is a C4, C5 quadriplegic, but he still sometimes has to use a bi-level ventilator through a mouthpiece because of his weak lungs. So this is his Voxen, like Johan has. He also has oxygen. If we need it, he's got oxygen in there. And we pack extra oxygen bottles and syringes and giving sets and things like that for him as well. The difference in him and Johan is Hudson's formula is he doesn't get formula most of the time, except for at night. But when he does get formula, it's total K forms. He can't have the Neocate, so K forms for him. And then he gets foods during the day, or if I do a blend, we'll blend it and give it to him, which he loves. He likes to watch it go through the tube, or I'll just feed him a blend. Here, blend, and he'll eat that. Right, Hudson? Yeah. He has a spinal cord injury due to the fact that he was in an accident when he was 4 years old. More dressings. We have more saline for Hudson. They're my two seriously medically complex. We have Scott too now, who's also medically complex, which he doesn't have a G-tube, but he does have a vent. He has to have, and we do have to change him and do cath him a lot. So extra catheters because Hudson has to be cathed. Extra changing pads and chucks. We also have changing pads in Johan's bag too, and also Scotty's bag. Extra cotton and swabs and things. Extra things to clean his face, like swab his face off when he gets a rash, because he gets rashes sometimes. Scotty does. And this is extra Somastite cleaning stuff for Hudson. And because Hudson can't move it all on its own, neither can Scotty, we have to have a lift. Thank God for portable ones, because they're humongous, but the portable one is a lot smaller and easier to use. Most times we just lift them ourselves, but there are times we use a lift. At home we have the hoist sling, which is a tracking system in the ceiling. But on the road you can't do that. So we have the portable lift. Excuse me. Okay, we have slings for that. Diapers for Hudson and Scotty. More diapers for Hudson and Scotty. Swim diaper for Scotty. Hudson don't swim often, but swim diaper for Hudson. And his float to lay him on, to let him float around in the pool. And his cap stuff. Irrigation solution for Kath and other things. Lonnie also is going to be working with him at times. And Lonnie has his son with him, and his name is Kenny. He also is a medical complex child. He's not married though, he just adopted him because he's a good man and he loves to take care of kids. And so we have three that he takes care of, which is Scotty, Hudson, and Johan. And then he's got Kenny. But Kenny's not as bad. Like, Kenny can basically feed himself with his G-tube. He can change his G-tube. He can suction himself. He can't change himself, of course, but most everything else he can do on his own. And we have vent cords for Scotty, vent cords for Johan, and vent cords for Hudson when he needs his vent. And Hudson's pump, in case we do Gatorade. Sometimes we do give him Gatorade if he needs hydration, which he drinks a lot of water because of the vent. So we give him his pump for Gatorade and feeds. And it's a real food blends. And extra syringes for him. Extra stuff, extra, cords and things. Our family is very complex. We have a lot of medical needs in our family. And because of that, you have to think of what to travel with, what you need, what you don't need, what you may need, what you think you may need. Hudson's iPad for communication in case he can't tell you what he needs. Scott can talk, so he doesn't really need it. But he has an iPad in there for playing his music on. And his headset. And his Nintendo Switch he likes. He can't really play it, but he had one with him, so we just kept it. I don't want to take the Switch. I can't use it anyway with just one hand. Okay. We'll leave it home then. We'll take your iPad, okay? A cuppy in case he gets thirsty. Either for him or Hudson, both. They need it. These are the 360 Munchkin cups. I can't link this stuff like I'd like to be able to link it. I don't know how to do it. I'm blind, so I can't really link it. But it's the 360 cup from Munchkins. You can get the bigger ones or the smaller ones. We use these bigger ones. And then Abby has a little one that she uses because of her hand the way it is. It's easier for her to hold it because she stems a lot. Sometimes she'll drop it, so we have the little one for her. We have their nosy cups, which little Narkis has one of those too, which he loves. And his Munchkins 360 cup as well. Narkisian also has a 360 and a nosy. And they also have water bottles that they can use that they can hold on to easily. They have a handle. We can use it. Excuse me. These are the lunch boxes we use, and we put a lunch in there, and we put extra drinks and things, and a plastic ice pack in the very bottom of it to keep it cold. That's what we use with that. So that's how you pack for a medically complex, or that's how you pack for medically complex kids that you have. More extra tube stuff. We're prepared for any kind of emergency in this family because the Strathmores are anything if not prolific. We are prolific people. We believe in packing for every eventual thing. And that means we pack sometimes 15, 20 suitcases. Or more. Well, more than that with our family. It takes about 50 with our family. Or more. So now 60 or 80. We've had to pack 100 before. So there's that. And Jonathan also has a ventilator he needs. So we pack vent for him. And he's not, he has a juicer, but we use it mostly for medication and protein feeds. So there's the same supplies for him. And he gets Peptimum Junior. And he gets it only at night. And he gets it slow because he can't take it really fast. So we do like 30 mLs per hour for that. And his bags, he gets a Pharaoh bag because he has trouble sometimes with coughing up stuff. We get a Pharaoh bag for him. Pharaoh valve bag. Okay. We're doing good, guys. Getting everything done and ready to go. And our van is, well, our bus, we're taking the bus to the airport. Our bus is going to be so packed with stuff. We have one bus just for suitcases and medicals, and one bus just for our family. It's a lot. Like a moving van for medicals. And then our bus for our family. It's a lot. It's a lot, guys. And it's... Anyway. So that is the way it is for our family. So in case you're interested in how to pack for a complex child or complex children like we have, this is how you do it, guys. Hope y'all are all doing well. Thank you for watching. And see you on the next video. Love you. Bye.